Hey everybody, so we are here at the Greenpoint EUB Cemetery and we're going to talk about a very specific person, Henry F. Wise. So here you have the grave of Henry F. Wise. He was part of the notorious Blue-Eyed Six. He was one of the four original members who came up with an insurance scheme to take care of a man named Joseph Raber. He was sort of harsh to say, but like the village idiot. He was always asking for money from everybody. He just wasn't really capable of doing a whole lot. He probably was a little slow, but he was in his 60s, actually lived in a hovel that had like a dirt floor. So Henry Wise and George Zimmerman wound up coming up with the scheme to put insurance on him, and in return, they would take care of him, along with Josiah Hummel, was a young man who had just gotten married, and Israel Brandt, who was a local tavern owner. And they would take care of him for the rest of his life, and then they put $30,000 insurance on him. Well, $30,000 back in the 1870s was a massive amount of money to have insurance on somebody. The first year went by, and they couldn't keep the $30,000, so they wound up keeping $8,000 total. And when the second year went by, they realized they weren't going to be able to keep that insurance going, and ultimately they decided, with Israel Brandt, said, well, let's just kill him. So Israel Brandt went to his neighbor, Charles Drews, who was sort of a terrifying guy, as a Civil War vet, but not that bright. So hilariously, over the next couple months, he was trying to kill this Joseph Raber, but he couldn't do it. And ultimately, he wound up hiring Franklin Stickler, who was a young man who was having an affair with his daughter because her husband was away in the military, and they killed him. They wound up drowning him in the Indiantown Run. Ultimately, they wound up getting caught because the jilted husband wound out turning him in. And in the trial, a Philadelphia reporter noticed that all six men had blue eyes, so thus the name Blue-Eyed Six. Ultimately, Charles Drews and Franklin Stickler were hung a year earlier than Henry Wise, Josiah Hummel, and Israel Brandt, who were also wound up getting charged with conspiracy to murder and lost their lives. There's a legend that comes around because there was relic hunters back then. Somebody dug him up, stole his skull, got caught, but they say that the headless corpse of Henry Wise goes around the Greenpoint Valley looking for his head. History is out there, my friends.